In Chapter 13 of Dracula, Seward and Van Helsing make preparations for Lucy and her mother's funeral. Van Helsing brings more garlic, puts a crucifix on Lucy's body, and covers her face. He asks for surgical instruments as he plans to cut off her head and take out her heart. Seward objects, but Van Helsing insists he has good reasons. In the morning, Van Helsing says he can no longer perform the procedure because a maid stole the crucifix. A lawyer arrives and says that Holmwood inherits most of the estate. Then at dinner, Van Helsing instructs Holmwood to trust him, come what may, and asks permission to read Lucy's letters and diary. Mina's journal from September 22nd reveals that while in London, Jonathan had an attack after seeing a man who the reader knows is Dracula. She decides it is time she reads his notebook. At home, a telegraph from Van Helsing reveals Lucy and her mother are dead. On September 22nd, Seward also relates the details of Lucy's funeral. Then we read through two ominous newspaper articles from the Westminster Gazette, dated September 25th. Children in Hampstead have gone missing, and then return with slightly torn throats. They are lured by what they call a bloofer or beautiful lady, and consider it a game. Readers today are likely unaware of the abnormal nature of Lucy's funeral. Victorian funeral and mourning customs were usually elaborate. Readers at the time wouldn't only be disgusted by Van Helsing's plan to mutilate the body, but also by the disordered state of the funeral. Holmwood and Seward's responses at the funeral were expected, but Van Helsing's would be considered shocking. He finds it humorous that the blood of the four men, 5 if readers consider Dracula, would, by Holmwood's standards, wed all the men to her. He also derides priests who read the ceremony of the dead over a woman who isn't dead. Meanwhile, Dracula makes an appearance again, moving through London, causing Harker to relapse and setting in motion Mina's decision to read through the notebook he gave to her. The stage is being set for the grand conflict between Van Helsing and Dracula.